Guys, Heartstopper is back. Season 3 of Heartstopper. I'm incredibly excited to get into this show. Just so heartwarming, right? So real, so based in so much reality, such a necessary show. I've said many things about this show over the course of videos that I've made for the first 2 seasons that exist. So I recommend, if you have some time, go hang out with me for those videos. Maybe rewatch along the first couple seasons and catch up as you dive into season 3 and experience a lot of the emotions of those 2 seasons with me. I'm really excited for season 3 for several reasons, and I'll try to keep this short because I want to jump into this season because it's been a while, and I've just been waiting for this season to come out because I just hold this show very near and dear to my heart. Season 2 did a lot of legwork. You know, they really stretched out a lot of characters as far as diving into those characters' stories that we didn't get as much in season 1. It allowed us to journey with Tao to capture his long-awaited romance with Elle, right? But then we're going into this season with the sadness, knowing that they're likely going to have to work on things because she's going to the art school. It allowed us to get to know Tara and Darcy on a much deeper level. 2 of my favorite characters in the show overall, and just we got to deep dive into the both of them, and love was a huge theme with them, and this very confident person and Darcy on the exterior, but then you get to know her behind those closed doors and you see that she is suffering at home, you know, with a family that will not accept her for who she is, and how that creates this like blockade for her to be able to give love to somebody or express love to somebody that she does love. Get to know our good friend Isaac. Isaac gets some great run in season 2 and gets to learn about himself on a much deeper level. We get a harsh reality check with Ben that we've all been waiting for as people that have spent so much time with Charlie in this show. Obviously season 2 spends so much time around Nick's coming out, but you know, they also find a beautiful way to wrap in Charlie's mental health struggles and how like the 2 of them have to balance Nick's coming out, Charlie's mental health struggles, being able to communicate those things with one another. And obviously towards the end of the season we get that from Charlie, and really just we discuss self-harm, and we discuss just bullying, and really just having these really serious mental health struggles. And that discussion, I feel like, brings them even closer together. And you see how Nick is just all in. Our beautiful Nick just wants to be there for this person, this boyfriend of his, and you see how it affects Charlie as it seems that Charlie's fallen in love, even though he types it out on the phone and then deletes it somewhere we've all been before. And I'm excited to jump into the season to see, like, does the love get verbally shared to one another? And I'm excited for if that scene does happen. Lots of incredible friendship moments across the season, just some incredible stuff as far as friendship goes, and just being there for one another while we're all just experiencing so much stuff emotionally. I'm just here for the love story, and the budding love story of all these characters, and particularly obviously Nick and Charlie. All right guys, enough. Heartstopper season 3. My body, my soul, but mostly my heart is ready. I miss the music of this show.
I have something to tell you.
I love you.
But I don't want you to feel pressured to...
He's so nervous he got busted.
Stop spying on me.
Stop declaring your love so loudly then. You don't think he feels the same? He's literally obsessed with you.
Oh, last night you hogged the duvet, so... And my mum almost walked in on us again, so you owe me.
They live together?
He's like a dream.
Oh shit. Isaac, keep reading them books, King. Oh, I love you even more now. I mean, if there's ever a moment to tell him,
I love you. Oh.
if you had a guarantee that they were going to say it back,
Well done.
it'd make it so much easier. But you don't have that guarantee.
It's for my girlfriend. She's over there. Official girlfriend.
You just got to show her off to everybody, even the people that don't give a fuck.
98, please.
She's like, I couldn't care less. My shift is over in 6 hours.
I want to tell Nick that I love him.
Charlie, you're already dating him.
Yeah, I know, but I want to say the words I love you.
I don't really get the appeal.
What, with anyone?
No, not really.
He's asexual, right?
Probably aromantic too.
I don't really know what that is.
That's all right. You can Google it later.
Leave the research up to you. I'm not gonna explain it to everybody.
There's something I need to talk to Charlie about. There's something serious.
Yeah, you can keep being there for somebody and seeing that it's happening and emotionally supporting, but having the conversation is a whole lot different.
Come and see with me.
I really don't want to take my shirt off.
Okay, we'll keep it on. We'll dry in the sun.
He's so easy. No questions asked, right? Like, I already understand.
I need to talk to you about something. Well,
Y'all are talking about different things.
I think you have an eating disorder. I know you don't want me to try and fix you or anything. I just care about you so much, and I can see how much worse it's been getting recently.
I don't think I do. Yeah, I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me.
Is that what you wanted to talk about as well?
No. I never want to talk about that. I mean, this is something he's never talked to anybody about in his life, right?
Right, I'm gonna go and have a shower. Movie after?
Only if it's not Marvel.
Ah, yes, forgot you have no taste.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Y'all gotta meet in the middle somewhere. The Folklore album poster.
Maybe you should try living with your gran.
Everyone's having hard conversations
I don't
already.
need more space.
Right off the bat in this
I live with my
episode.
dream girlfriend.
I love you,
What a hard conversation.
and I love being near you.
But I need my space
I
at
love waking up
home.
with you, and I love spending every day with you. I think we need some personal space too.
It's so important. Especially their
I
babe.
need some personal space.
They're so young. If anything, y'all will just thrive even more. Get to miss each other. I mean, yeah, you think about what Darcy's been through as far as like living situations. That's part of what makes it so hard to have that talk with her too, is knowing what happened with her at home.
Nick?
Yeah?
My mum said I have to go home.
Oh, okay. Just give me 2 minutes, I can walk you home.
No, it's fine. You know when we were in the sea? She's gonna talk to you about.
Are you gonna tell him you love him through the door while he's showering? Whatever works for you, King. Do it.
I love you.
Oh no. Oh no. This was his fear. This was Charlie's fear. Oh no. The silence went on too long.
Anyway, I can walk myself home. Bye.
Charlie, hang on.
You got no clothes on, my guy.
Clothes.
Barefoot? I mean, I love you too. Or basically, if you catch him and you turn around and you see the barefootness, barefoot is crazy. Little pebbles and rocks. Oh.
You said it when I was in the shower.
Sorry.
No S word.
He's been thinking about it too. He's like,
You say what you said again, please.
just not in the shower, not while I'm in the shower. I'm not ready for that. I've been thinking about this moment and I wanted it to be face to face.
I love you. And you don't have to say it back.
Oh, he fucking loves you, my
You're
guy.
going away and I won't see you for a few weeks.
I love you too.
Come on. If I've ever seen
I
love,
love you
it's
so much.
this.
Come here, you idiot.
You're still damp.
Yeah, well, you're the one who said I love you for the first time when I was in the shower.
Why did I do that?
Why are we like this?
I would.
It's a fucking keeper right there. Okay, good choice of song. I'm hearing the lyrics there and how they could pertain to Nick and Charlie and those scars that they don't see, right, when it comes to Charlie. Listen, if you're gonna come running out of your shower, chasing me down up the block in the middle of the night, well, 9 o'clock, it's late. Barefoot, because you want to declare your love to my face and not through the door while I'm in the shower, right? That's fucking love. That's love if I've ever seen it. And I was like rooting for, I just got excited. I got in my feels. I was rooting for Charlie, like to tell him that he like when he was in the shower. I was like, yeah, go ahead, tell him. Because if I don't know when else you're gonna tell him. I think Charlie needed to have the first time. He was gonna text it originally, right? Which is not not the way you want to do it the first time. But if that's the way you can find yourself most comfortably able to do it, then do it. Just a lot. There's a lot going on with Charlie. He's a really interesting character, and Nick is the perfect complement to him because he is someone that is just so aware, you know, of what's going on with Charlie and the physical cues and the emotional cues, and it's just what they haven't even had these conversations, and Nick is able to just be there for him with the shirt thing, you know. And yeah, it's just it's incredible. I love this show. This episode is just really classic Heartstopper, but also we are diving deeper into both of these characters and what happens when you fall in love at this point, and you just want to. There's nothing you want more than to just be there for this person that you see is struggling through something, and that's how you knew that Nick loved Charlie. There's never a doubt, right? But Charlie's gonna doubt everything. He's Mr. I'm sorry. He's going to doubt anything good that comes into his life because he dealt with so much bad. So, really happy to have this show back. Tough conversation between Tara and Darcy also. But, you know, we know that Tara is coming from a great place. Just hard conversations to have, especially knowing what Darcy's been through. I love the Isaac stuff in this episode as well. You know, I'm not going to, like, be your guys' like, you know, a source of research. You know, I need you guys to do this research, but I'll give you some of the facts about me, and we can text about it. There's articles being sent via text. I love that. Great first episode. Really just gets me pumped for what's to come. That's all they're gonna say to each other for quite a while.
Charlie, can you tidy up a bit in here, please? The room looks a mess.
Did you do it?
Do what?
You know
what?
I love her.
Made it, yeah?
Yeah, we just got here.
I think I'm a little bit sunburnt already.
The villa's huge.
Charlie, I don't see any tidying.
Hang on. Nick,
Okay, come on, put the phone down. You can talk to Nick later.
Charlie, yeah?
You shouldn't be staying late around his house. You're too young to be having sex.
what?
Ooh.
We're not.
Whoa.
Charlie, I'm not stupid. You came home yesterday wearing his clothes. Like I said.
Mum, you're literally making a problem out of nothing.
I'm only saying this because I'm worried about him. Charlie.
You never cleaned.
You were being too harsh.
I always say the wrong thing to him.
11 o'clock on the dot.
You know me.
I forgot. These two, the budding romance of these two, right? Did they ever go on that date or whatever they talked about?
Well done, Tara. I hope you'll be joining our Roxbridge prep group in September.
We're gonna go to the park.
I kind of have to stop packing.
When did we discuss Nando's?
Another time, Isaac. Promise. We'll do a movie night soon.
Okay. I guess it's just you and me then. Okay, nah, all good. Another time.
Isaac's all on his own. This is part of growing up, right? Getting relationships and...
You're abandoning me again.
Gotta get every angle. Make sure you send the best one. But you send none. We know we love our little insecure Charlie, man. Just want to lift him up. Tell him how great he is.
You look like a lovesick puppy.
Do you ever treat people with eating disorders?
Sometimes. It's not my speciality, but it tends to go hand in hand with other things.
Do either of you want this skirt? It's been ages since I wore a skirt outside of school.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Too much on my mind. I just want to isolate.
Too much? What's up?
I'm worried. I don't know. I love you.
Big sister instincts. She knows something's up. Oh, is it movie night?
When's Charlie getting here?
This is not Isaac's idea of a movie
I
night.
didn't really reply to the group chat.
Ow, ow.
I'm gonna head off actually, guys.
No! Isaac, please.
Have a good one.
5 minutes. Just 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes? For what? For more of the same?
What's going on, Charlie?
What?
Well, you don't want to hang out with us anymore. Like, you stopped replying to texts.
I'm sorry, I'm just sorry.
It's fine, Charlie. It's not the end of the world. I just wanted to make sure that you're okay.
I'm just missing Nick a lot, and my mum's been really annoying, and...
You can at least reply to my text, though.
I will. Sorry.
It's hard to respond to text when you're depressed, honestly. Like, that's... I had struggle with... I just don't. I'll get back to you in like 3 or 4 days when I get over this hill.
Get your brother.
Why do I have to get him?
There's more chance he'll calm down if you ask.
Talk to your son. Sheesh. These parents, man.
Dad's done a roast.
Talk to him like a fucking
Probably
human.
absolutely flavourless, but you know he loves doing a roast.
Okay. I'll come down now.
She going snooping? Oh. Okay, well, there's some big info for you. So she gonna talk to Nick about it?
Thank you. I love you.
Oh, everybody.
Wait. Really? I love you too. I love you so much.
Oh, he's been waiting.
I thought it was too soon to say it.
He's been waiting to let that one off. Damn, all of y'all just in love. I'm concerned now. I don't want this show to wreck me.
I love you.
Oh no.
Together. Sunday roast. We haven't done this in a while.
What can go wrong? The sister knows.
Charlie, is something wrong? Are you not feeling very well?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Nick? Charlie?
I know we haven't really talked about it much.
And it's okay if you don't want to talk about it right now. Are you okay? Charlie, are you still there?
Mm-hmm. I think you were right. I think I do have an eating disorder.
It's gonna be okay. You can talk to your parents. You can get help.
I can't talk to them. I can't tell my parents. My mum's not like yours. She doesn't listen to me. She gets angry at me.
What's she doing?
Nothing.
Very obviously hiding this phone behind my back.
Texting Nick. We're having a family dinner.
I wasn't feeling very well.
You can't keep skipping dinner. You have to eat.
I don't feel well.
Come on, come downstairs. I'll get you some paracetamol.
Charlie has an eating disorder.
Oh.
Been getting really bad recently. I'm trying to get him to talk to me about it. Maybe talk to his parents or something, but he says he just can't. I don't know what to do now. I really love him. And I'm scared.
Oh, come here. Oh, darling. That is a lot to put on the shoulders of a 16-year-old.
I don't know how to fix him.
It's all he wants to do.
I have to. I'm his boyfriend.
It's like it's his
I know
job.
that you love him so, so much. And I know that you think it's your job to save him. But that dependency isn't healthy for anyone. Charlie needs someone who isn't his 16-year-old boyfriend. He needs help from a doctor or a therapist, someone that understands eating disorders and knows how to treat them. Love can't cure a mental illness.
So I just can't do anything.
I'm laughing out of pain. That's an incredible line. Love can't cure a mental illness is so real.
You could cheer him up when he's having one of his bad days. You can ask him what you could do to help.
Do they get a therapist to write these lines? Because
even when it's hard.
This is great.
People need more support than one person can give.
Oh, it's the end. These beautiful songs to close these episodes. Sheesh. What an incredible way to end the episode. I mean, Charlie, you know, we a lot of us, anyone that struggle with a mental illness that hasn't been diagnosed particularly with anything professionally will, and I've been there, trying to figure out what's wrong with you is such a process in itself. So when you do have like the C conversation where Nick confronts Charlie, Charlie's aware of his relationship with food, but perhaps not aware of it to the extent of, you know, what you would call it. You know, would you call it an eating disorder, anorexia? Is he willing to come to terms with labeling it and addressing it? And, you know, it takes it to be called out, and then you do the research, and, you know, we all Google what the hell is going on through our bodies and our minds and hope that we get an answer that makes sense to us. And hopefully that leads you to the path of actually going to see a professional. And that's what this whole conversation at the end here is it's also such a relatable thing when we're so deeply in love with somebody like Nick is with Charlie. And I know so many of us have been here as well. You're so deeply in love with somebody, and this person you're with is going through something, and you think that it's your responsibility to fix it. Meanwhile, you don't have the capacity or the capability to fix it. It's your responsibility to be there for them, which is everything she's talking about. Cheer them up when you can, right? Be there for them, be able to just talk to them. But as far as actually addressing the actual issue and finding a solution and ways to work, you know, at the eating disorder itself, that's going to have to be addressed by a mental health professional. And it's just important to like be able to tell the person on the other, like on the other end of the relationship, and give them that realization of like, hey, you cannot fix this. And that codependency is incredibly unhealthy. My favorite thing about the show in general is the stories it tells and how important these stories are, and that they need to be showed in media, right? Because it's based in so much reality and real life. And this continues to be based in reality and real life. Like, these are real life situations that need to be told. And that conversation with, I'm not sure, she's his aunt? Yeah, I think she's his aunt, I think they said. Conversations with people like her and perspective given from people like her are what a lot of people watching this show might need. You cannot save your partner. You don't have the capacity or the ability to do so in every single way. You know, there's just certain things that they're going to have to get those solutions elsewhere. It doesn't mean you can't be there for them. I'm really curious. I'm glad, you know, Charlie's doing the research, and then his sister sees that he's doing the research. So, you know, she's aware now, and obviously that started the domino of Nick being aware. Nick is already aware, but it's just adding to the anxiety of Nick knowing that it's getting worse, and he needs to just let it out and talk to somebody. He talks to the aunt, and hopefully all this leads to Charlie getting some help. We'll see. There's a lot of things too in this episode, like Isaac going through kind of being squeezed out, so to speak, because of what everyone else is going through. Or what their situation is. Like a Tao and an Ellie are so wrapped up in their stuff, right? And Tao's got this major anxiety of Ellie leaving, and that's what he's used to, right? Somebody leaves, somebody he's deeply in love with, like his father, leaves forever. It's a different type of loss, but it's easy to project that onto someone else you know, if you allow yourself to love afterwards. Now you love this new person. It's and because you've experienced permanent loss, it's hard to not imagine them leaving you forever. So I'm glad that like Elle gave him, you know, that's to sort of calm his soul a little bit, or a lot of it. That I love you. I love the love going around all over the place. You got Tara and Darcy as well, and a lot of great things going on very early on. 2 episodes in, we have a lot to chew on. On we go, guys. The worst sound to ever exist. All the 3 weeks are up. Carpooling, or
the kids won't shut up about it if they find out we're dating.
Oh.
We'll have
to be sneakier than that, or the kids will be saying you're engaged by break time.
Just completely caught.
Come on.
You also got to make time for the kiss. That's like a legit 30% of Heartstopper.
Quiet down, please.
And it's great.
Right, see you at lunch then. Picnic benches.
Choose a place you both feel safe. Mention the things that have concerned you. Try to avoid making the conversation about food and weight.
Or we could eat in the art room. Just us.
Oh, that was literally his safe place. Yeah. That was Charlie's safe place forever.
I was making you a sketchbook.
Isaac's about to get so fed up.
Oh, look. It's Elle with her new friends.
Tao, I love Elle. Yeah, but I don't need a minute-by-minute update.
I'm so alone.
Okay, what are we, your imaginary friends?
Did he just say I'm so alone? That's so rude.
Yeah?
That's so rude. Again, poor Isaac. Poor Isaac.
I have a lot of rules about...
Don't you want to be with someone? The idea of it's nice, but well, it's just not what I actually want. So you're like aromantic? What? You know what that is?
That's a cool kind of full circle moment for them.
Happy birthday! Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna grab my shirt. I'll be 2 minutes.
Hey, Tori.
Hi.
Someone's that talked to Tori. Tori, can we talk to Tori for like 30 seconds?
Trying to get him to talk to your parents.
Okay. Well, thank you for trying.
It's hard for her because she knows him better than anybody, right? She knows he's just going to shut down if she gets right into it.
Don't you hate when people call you ladies?
I don't know. Teachers at school call us it all the time.
Do you really hate it? Yeah, it's just like, I'm not a lady. It's weird.
Well, it's just so painful for you to have to hang out with us and not with your girlfriend.
Why do you have to be so bitter about me and Elle dating?
I'm not bitter. You've just not been a very good friend lately, Tao. All you care about is your relationship.
Oh,
if you're so sad about being single, what happened to James?
That's not the point, bro. Oh, no, you don't understand him at all. You haven't talked to him at all. You've been up your phone's asshole.
Maybe we've been ignoring him and all of our friends.
I guess we have a bit.
I've been a bad friend too. I barely saw Tara and Darcy all summer. Friends are important. You know this. You got angry at Charlie for doing the exact same thing we've been doing.
That's true. That was a huge thing.
I've been ignoring you guys since me and Elle started going out. I've had, like, romance goggles on. It's been great. But I've been a bad friend. I'm going to be a better friend.
Like a third wheel all summer.
That's it. It's perfect.
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, sorry, I just needed to sit down. I feel really tired.
Is there something wrong with Charlie? What's up with him?
Oh, boy.
So shall I ask Charlie?
No, please don't do that.
He's been acting so
Cal,
weird.
you cannot talk to him about it.
But why?
Because he can barely talk to me about it.
It's tough for Tao because he just was realizing he hasn't been paying attention to his friends. So he's missed out on everything Charlie's been going through.
He reminded me of you.
You are so cringe. I love you.
Oh, wow, it's like wrapped very neatly.
Oh, did he make like a photo book?
The rest of it's blank, so...
So we can fill it up together. That's an incredible gift.
I should go home. Charlie, you know I love you. I'm just still really worried about you. It's not just the eating thing. I've noticed you've been really stressed and tired. I know you don't want me to try and fix you. But I love you so much. I really want you to talk to someone, parents or a doctor or something like that.
There it is. There's the ask.
just don't feel like I could ever get me back. You can. I promise you can. Maybe I could come with you. I'm probably less likely to get angry if I'm there.
Charlie, is it a bit late for Nick to be over?
He's not staying long. I've written it down because it's really hard to say.
Charlie, what's going on?
My mental health has been really bad lately. I've been finding eating really difficult. I feel like there's a voice in my head that's not me. Tell me bad things will happen if I eat or do things in the wrong way. Sometimes it makes me feel really stressed, or tired or angry. And I think I've been like this for quite a long time. Now it's gotten way worse. So I was thinking maybe I could go to the doctors about it. I want to get better.
Had her nerve and taken shelter and reached.
Wow. Okay. This season is really sad. I mean, this show is always incorporating lots of ways to just get us to cry in real human ways, right? But I feel like it's coming on a lot heavier earlier at the start of this season than I remember it being in the last couple seasons. But that goes back to what I feel like I mentioned earlier, where we're just diving into so much more, like earlier on, like right away. And it's just all relatable. It's relatable from every side, you know, Charlie's side and Nick's side. Nick's side just wanting to wanting to fix somebody, realizing you can't, wanting nothing but nothing but a way out for this person that you love. Just wanting them to get the help that they need and to reach the point. I think what really got me so emotional was Charlie reaching the point of actually reaching out for that help, and how difficult that's been for him to do. And now he actually sits down with the people, his parents, that it's been so hard for him to communicate with for so long. You know, out of this fear that, like he said, they won't take him seriously because they haven't taken him seriously in the past. The only reason he's scared they won't take him seriously is because it's something that's already happened. He's been met with situations and confrontations with them where he hasn't been taken seriously. And yeah, it's really emotional to hear him actually reach out for that help. So and it's just great. It's amazing that he's got Nick with him, because if he didn't have Nick with him because even his own sister can only go talk to Nick about it as a third-party source, because she understands Charlie, and she's part of this inside situation where he's not going to open up to her because she just knows him. She knows that he won't. But she knows something is going on as much as anybody because she sees him every day. She sees all of the symptoms and behaviors that Nick pointed out. Mental health is not something you can... It's a spectrum. It's a scale. Some people can hide it better than others. But man, when you wear it, you really wear it. And Charlie's been wearing it. So I can only hope that obviously he gets that help. We didn't see it looked like his parents were getting a little emotional there. We didn't see their actual verbal response. I hope it's a productive response. I hope it's a response that gets him the help that he needs. I love the moment with Isaac and Tao going up to Isaac. Tao said everything right. And then I love Isaac, who's just like, when this is all very new to him and he's trying to figure out, trying to reconstruct what his future might look like, because he had a whole idea of what it might look like prior, and everything changed. And then I love when Nick chimed in, because he can relate in a different way, right? It's just taking the quiz. And yeah, it's just the superpower of this show is that these are all these characters are just real human beings, going through something different, but all of it can connect in some way. And also even Tao, Right, because Tao's someone that's so aggressive in his friendship, and that's just love. That's just love. It's something in season 1 that I picked up on very quick with him. He loves his friends. He loves Charlie so much. But he's the love goggles, as he's described it to Isaac. He's been so caught up with Elle, he hasn't been paying any mind to Charlie. So for him to see Charlie going through something, he snaps back into the, wait, this is my best friend. I love him to death. What the hell is going on? I was a little worried that like he would, kind of like overpower, kind of in a Tao way, his way over to Charlie and try and confront the situation. But I'm glad Nick handled it the way he did, because it would have been bad to call out Charlie in that instance when they're all out there, and anxiety can really be heightened in group atmospheres and public atmospheres. You got enough going on in your own mind. You're trying to just maneuver your way through like minute to minute, which is why the safe space is so important. One of the things on Nick's list. So, man, 2 cries, 3 episodes in. I think 2, right? The first one, they got me with the I love you, the end of episode 1. They got me again here, so I'm sure it's going to keep happening.
I can't believe it's been 2 months.
Yeah, same.
How are you feeling?
2 months?
I don't know.
Did he go to like a facility?
Have you even tried it?
Right, if I try it, will you stop pressuring me?
Yes, I promise.
Journaling is the best.
You know that saying?
The
Things
best.
get worse before they get better? I think I understand that now.
The best way to be in touch with your own emotions, what's going on with yourself.
He got referred to an eating disorder service. But the first appointment for that wasn't until January. Things started to get really bad after that.
Why would you make someone wait
Okay, we're just worried about
like
you.
several months for help?
I don't have to tell you everything.
For anything mental or
And
physical.
then he stopped talking to me about it. He started skipping school a lot. It was a spinning wheel that was just getting faster.
I didn't mean to.
And, he told me he used to self-harm.
It's okay. I just feel so shit all the time.
I read up about it online as well. And it said you had to make them feel cared for and not judge them. He knew the compulsions made no sense, but he didn't know how to stop them. It's not your fault.
But I can't stop it.
But I get to skip school for a bit, so...
Don't cry. If you cry, I'll cry.
Not sure I can help it.
Take my hand and hold it gently up against your cheek.
That makes sense. I don't know why, but that costume just makes sense. Yeah. Cast him.
Nicholas Nelson, what do you have to say to your boyfriend Charlie Spring?
Where do I begin? Do you have enough film?
Hi, Charlie. I love you.
Oh boy.
Everyone kisses everyone when they're drunk. I'm allowed to experiment. This is literally like when I got a boyfriend and she got mad at me for literally no reason.
Oh no, not drunk and emotional at the party without your lover. There's like no way to reach out to him, right? Yeah. So you're just on your own with these emotions. And that's what you got your friend for. You're both missing someone you love. It's so hopeless and helpless, and it's just... Oh. It's like nothing you can do.
At the start of...
So I have anorexia and OCD.
Oh.
It's like I have all these rules in my head about food, and if I don't follow them, I feel like I'm gonna die. Sorry, I have to laugh about it or I'll just cry.
Well, even if you do have anorexia and OCD, the word sorry is still banned.
Nick is so precious.
I
He's
visit him
so...
with his family a couple times a week after that.
He's so good at handling all of these situations for
go every day, but
a 16-year-old, by the way.
He's still not sure if Tori likes me.
It's just Tori.
been trying to tell you, I've been dying to tell you.
I think it helped.
I love the Nick narration from the journal perspective. I love the journaling working for him. Are we back for Christmas? Start of the episode? After going through all this sadness.
Would you say that you're thinking about food almost all of the time?
Yes, I think that's accurate. I say that was accurate, wasn't it, Charlie?
Staying in the clinic for a couple of months was not my plan, but I should count myself lucky that my parents could even afford it.
Hi, Charlie. I'm Jeff.
Hi.
I'm going to be your therapist while you're here. Should we sit down and get to know each other? Have a little chat?
And I met a few nice people. Probably not like lifelong friends, but I wasn't alone.
Your eating disorder is connected to obsessions and compulsions. Eating the right thing at the right time and in the right circumstances. Charlie, does that sound accurate? And when those obsessions become particularly intense, that can trigger the urge to self-harm.
Yeah.
I hate that you were so... And I had no idea.
I was good at hiding it.
He's got this vintage video camera, and he's made this film or documentary. I'm not actually sure.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
I hope that by watching this video, he'll feel like he's been here the whole time.
I'm kind of mad at you, actually, because because I asked you if you were okay, and I guess you just lied. It's not your fault, though, Charlie. I know. I hope that when you get back, you don't feel like you have to lie to us anymore.
You take the camera. Whoa! Hot off the press, guys. Barbie and Dracula seen making out at a house party.
Hi, Charlie. I just wanted to let you know that I'm trying out they, them pronouns. I'm just seeing how I feel. I don't know.
They're not a lady like they said, right? Darcy didn't like being called a lady.
I posted a new painting on Instagram.
Yeah?
And now I have over 10,000 followers.
Wow.
I don't know if you have a phone in there, Charlie, but I think he'd like to hear your voice.
But don't spy on them. Let it, don't.
Hi, Charlie.
Was he about to feed him?
Hi, Charlie. There's a spare seat waiting for you for when you get back.
We love you, and we missed you. And our friends group really isn't the same without you.
Hi, Charlie. I love you.
If I'm Charlie, all I see in that video is my man going through it. Just absolutely going through it.
Being at the clinic didn't magically cure me of mental illness.
I know it's scary, but you're ready for this, Charlie. Ready?
Yeah. It's not going to be a straightforward journey. It's probably just the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says lasagna on your meal plan for today. Is that all right?
Yeah. Mom,
Yeah.
do I have time to go and say hi to Nick?
Should stop that there for anyone that might need that. If you're someone struggling with an eating disorder, mental health, or thoughts of self-harm, information and resources are available at www.wannatalkaboutit.com. And that's the whole episode, really. That's what it's not even the whole episode, but this whole season has been leading up to that. There's I love you. That's a big deal. Right when that happens, but we already knew they loved each other. Really, from the moment the season started, from the beach to now, it's been all about this. It's been all about Charlie getting the help that he needs, and Nick trying to figure out how to be a support system for somebody that is getting the help that they need. And it's so interesting because you don't often think about the person that's the friend or the lover or the family member of, you know, think about the sister. The sister's a huge character in this show this season because she's also Nick. She's someone that just loves her brother and doesn't know what's going on with him and doesn't know how to help and just wants to be supportive. And, you know, that's the I'm cried out. I'm cried out. But the hand holding in the car is great too, because it's like to have reached this point where he's out of the deep end, right? So this mental health, I mean, we know mental health struggles are lifelong struggles. Charlie's not getting fixed at this facility, at this inpatient treatment facility. It's not happening. All you can hope for is to get some sort of plan, right? Specifically, there's a meal plan here involved with Charlie having his eating disorder, and the mom being on board. I mean, that was getting me as well, because there was such a separation, and that had to do with so much with her just not understanding what her child was going through, and just kind of seeing it how she saw it, and that was he's just distracted by this new boyfriend, and that's what kids do when they're in love, and I gotta put my foot down. You know, thanks to Nick, right? Nick is so pivotal in all of this, because without Nick, who knows if Charlie gets this help, reaches out to his parents to get the help that he needs. Just this episode is incredible. It really was. I love the way that I love the directing of it. I like how we opened with where we were at the end of the episode, where they finally get to see each other after Charlie is gone for so long. But you bookend the episode with that, and then the in between is both Charlie's experience and Nick's experience, both of their point of views. But there's also, you cannot forget that Charlie has an incredible support system, and so you've got to make sure they play a pivotal role in this episode as well, and they do. And it's all from Tal's perspective with the camera. That means a lot to him because it was from his dad, right? And he makes the most of it because he uses it as a way to make sure that Charlie knows that he's loved and he was missed, and we're gonna make sure he feels like he was a part of all of us while he was gone. And I think they did a great job with that. Tao, and there's so many incredible moments in this episode, right? Like Tao and Nick just sharing that hug. This person that they both love is just going through something, and all they can do is just hope that he's getting the help he needs. But there's this hopelessness with that when you can't actually do anything in the moment. All you can do is hope. I thought it was so incredibly real that Charlie is not like reaching out to Nick because he's continuing to struggle and he's not doing well. And if he reaches out to Nick, it feels like he's sort of projecting that onto him, and he doesn't want to add more onto his plate than. It's not, it's not because he doesn't want to talk to him. He doesn't want to talk to him when he's in the mode that he is. And people that go, like it's just so relatable. Like I have so many of these struggles. I do not have the particular eating disorder from like an obsessive compulsive standpoint that Charlie does, but there's a lot of I see a lot of Charlie in myself, and it's just so easy to understand some of these things, and it really hits home so much. Like disappear, he talked about needing to get pulled out of the deep end. I know what it's like to fall into that deep end. It's so real. You disappear off the face of the earth, you do. And the person you love the most can reach out to you, and it doesn't help. Like Nick reaching out, wondering what, why he hasn't been in school. Are you all right? What's going on? Are you not feeling well today? He's not trying to be pushy. He's trying to you kind of talk around the topic. He just wants to hear from Charlie, that he's alive, okay, just around, But even hearing from the person you love the most, those people are the hardest to talk to, because you don't want them to know just how bad you're doing. It's you can't get out of your own way. You're just so far in it that you can't find a way out, and you don't see a way out, and it's just so hard to talk to people, particularly the people closest to you, when you're in that deep end. I personally find conversations with like people I don't have like any real emotional connection to easier to have in those moments, because they don't need to know what I'm going through, and I don't feel the need to lie to them in the way that like I've got to lie to the people that I'm closest to about what I'm going through. All right, the incredible episode. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna leave it here and watch the second half of this season, but I'm just really impressed by this show and how they've been able to portray all these things this season so far, while still having great needle drops. The animation is doing what it does, except in different ways, right? There's less of the happy, fluttery leaf moments and more of the sort of darkness surrounding Charlie, but in like this Heartstopper animation way. I know a lot of that goes back to the novel as well, and I just think that I think that this season's been really great so far, in a different way than usual, but also in a very Heartstoppers feel classic way. So I'll see you guys for the second half. Man, it's been sad. I feel like this has been so sad, but at the same time, these stories got to be talked about. So I'm so appreciative that they are. And even I find myself at a loss of words during a lot of these 4 episodes, because I feel like I'm just watching reality, and I'm like holding my breath, hoping that the best outcome comes for all these people that I think deserve the best, truly. So I'm glad that our Charlie is at least out of the deep end. There's always going to be, like the therapist said, I'll continue to be here for you weekly, because that struggle never really ends. But at least you can leave this facility now and be able to have some sort of plan and interact with the people you love and carry on with your life. Knowing that there's always going to be this thing that you are going to try and overcome to a degree. All right, y'all. I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me for this season. Let me know what you guys have thought about this first half of the season so far, and I'll see you all for half number 2.